transparency, if you're sitting as a player rep, is that important this time around for the search for executive director?
So I do want to say one thing before I answer that. I was really sad to see JC Tretter go. I thought JC served this union in a way that no one else that I've known in my 10 years has done. I thought he brought a lot of great things and a lot of leadership, got us through a lot of unique things. I think one thing underrated that he instituted was the NFLPA report card that has caused a lot of fundamental change mostly throughout facilities. But I think everyone kind of looks to that as a barometer now, and was really sad to see him step down. Really have a lot of respect for him. I know he's been taking some heat, but I thought he handled himself like a true leader and a gentleman, and someone who we're going to be sad to see leaving the union. The question was transparency. Yes, we have been working tirelessly this last weekend before camp started. It must have been 50 hours of meetings between the executive committee and the board. I think everyone is kind of in lockstep of where we're at, and we're not in a rush, but there is some urgency, and I think everyone on the board has been kept up to date, probably more so than the last time. I will go on record and say I thought that the last process was handled very well, professionally, and obviously, things didn't work out with that. So I think the board's up to date. Our membership will be too, and we're just going to do everything kind of in more of an open format is how it's been going so far. I'm not the leader or anything, but I've been privy to this, and I have been pleased with how Jalen Reeves-Maben has been conducting this process in what has been kind of a firestorm.
What would you say is the biggest, or are the biggest challenges that you guys face together collectively?
Well, I think, our executive director resigns on the Thursday before camp. It's not an ideal situation for anyone. I think, we have to kind of look back both at, that process, and obviously we have to find a new one. We're not going to rush. We're going to be quick, but we're not going to hurry. And I think we just want everyone to be on the same page. Everyone gets to say their piece, and then give a bigger array of options for the next one. But the challenges we face, we've kind of weathered the media storm a little bit. Now we're into camp and focused on other things. So we're going to be working in the background to keep this union running efficiently and for the players, because that's what our NFLPA is here for, is to protect and serve our players and make sure they have the support they need to play this game at their highest ability.
You see yourself doing something with the union after you're playing?
Maybe. I'm open to the realm of all possibilities. I enjoy my role now. Obviously, I didn't expect to be thrown into such a kind of a fluid situation, but I think everyone's been handling themselves well. Very impressed with my initial 6 months on the executive committee. I have a ton of respect for those guys. I think Thomas Morstead is an unbelievable human being, and it's a chance to meet and interact and do business with some really high value men of character. So I don't know. I'm open to the realm of all possibilities.
Report card. A couple years in a row, this team has received low grades for the treatment of families and food. Do you have a thought on that?
I would say this. It's based on a curve. So if you're missing elements of something that most of the other teams have, I don't think it's. I don't want to say it's like the players don't get on there and write F. We just answer questions. So, I think the report card has done a great job. And we got a new locker room, new training room. I think I wouldn't call it 100% the impetus for that, but obviously, it was a little Kickstarter. I think that this organization has been doing all the right things, and it's a pleasure to be here and work here.
How much interaction did you have with Lloyd, Howell, and what were your impressions of him during that time?
So I was extremely impressed with Lloyd. I was sad to see him go too. A lot of stuff has come to light. I thought Lloyd did a great job, in the time that he was our executive director, NFLPA executive director. I didn't interact with him too much, but I thought that he was doing a good job getting stars on board. I thought he was very visible to the players. Obviously, I didn't know everything, but he's a man that I still do respect, and I thank for his time here. And really kind of a lot of the things that he did internally, I think will continue on some of those paths, but it's going to be someone else calling the shots. But I wish him the best, and, sorry how it ended.
Ted?
Thanks, guys.